This is the choices.
This is quite a choices made here.
It wouldn't really kill, but it got to his situation. I really thought he was gonna grab here.
Same. I
But
was
he
shocked.
went for that. Okay. So this one, all in already. All in already. Good discipline, right? Good discipline. Take grab for sure. Okay. That. See? Look. That situation. See? So I told you, towards spears, the +1, and then he pressed jab. And the first interaction.
That was... Hello, gamers! Welcome to episode 13 of the Fighter Academy podcast, season dose. Episode 13. I am with Champerino over there, my favorite Nintendo bot. I missed him so dearly. I could pinch his little cheeks if if only he was just close enough. I just got back from Blink today. I'm super exhausted. I flew out yesterday and I got home this morning. So it was a long...
Damn, I didn't even know you went.
Yeah, I went. I did go. I went. Honestly, I went just for like... I just love the tournament. I just... The beach day afterwards is the best thing. That's the only reason why I went. Because I didn't really train for it,
to be honest. Why you went? What was the reason you've gone to the event?
Oh, because it's my favorite event. The hype is insane, and then also the beach.
Oh, for sure.
The beach
There's
day.
A beach there?
Like on Monday, like the international players get invited out.
Nice.
So we go out and we have like a dinner like on the beach. It's just so nice. I actually recorded a lot of it. I'm gonna make it into like a little vlog. But it was dope. It was me, Tokido, Sahara, Mago, Mena was there, Kaba, Tasty Steve, Yipes, Vicious, Christitarian, Louis Man. It was so fun. It was awesome, man. It's just such a dope way to like reflect. I just decompressed on the beach and I was just chilling, relaxing, and then I had a 7 p.m. flight, and then it stopped in New York. But it was the last flight out of New York. Was like leaves right before I got there, so I had to wait till the morning, and I just got home like at 10 a.m. I was so tired, bro. But
yeah, you're probably so drained from it too. Like usually when you go to a tournament, it's like that after the tournament part. It's like, dude, I'm so tired right now.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm charged up, champ. I'm charged.
That's the best time to play, by the way.
That's
the best time to play, by the way.
Wait, like this?
Play,
Hell no.
Good.
Nah, no way.
I'm telling you. I thought so too before if you're tired from that, but if you're tired from a tournament, for some reason, I play better when I get home. I'm serious. That's the truth. For me. At least for me, okay? For me.
Maybe because you're more like relaxed and not thinking as much, so then you maybe just more in the zone.
No, I don't think there's a time where I don't think as much. I think it's just the time where you feel like you're mostly... You would have more of the... like, because when you go to a tournament, you feel like a lot of the environment is so crazy when it comes to like the competition that usually gets to you in a sense. It rubs off you in a way, like meeting with like other pros as well, and then you see some high level game and stuff. So then when you end up playing immediately, you end up like having this feeling of like more of a confident feel. I mean, it doesn't matter who the fuck is this motherfucker. It doesn't matter, brother. Like it doesn't. You're gonna have that feeling, and then you end up playing better.
Yeah, it's just the same shit I just said. You're not thinking as much because you don't have the pressure.
No, I do think.
I'm saying you might think obviously, but I'm saying you don't think as much because it doesn't. It's not as much pressure or any distractions. Basically, the same shit.
It could be, yeah. But I wasn't thinking about the distraction. I was just mostly thinking about who the fuck is that guy? Kind of like thinking like that. Like it does not matter. I just play, for instance, like you just played, let's say, with the Birds and Tokido and Mena, let's say, right? Okay, you've been grinding for like fucking the whole weekend. And now you get home, you're going to fight some Akuma or some Ken or some Blanca. What the fuck are they going to offer you? Think about that for a second. That's what I'm talking about. That confidence that comes from that experience.
Right.
That's why you play great.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so topics for today, we're going to recent news. We're talking about Blink. Respawn my experience, and then we're going to talk about the top 8 and Fuudo's dominance. Okay, some analysis paralysis. Most likely going to watch that Momochi Fuudo set. Like I think the first set was so good. And then book of the week Q&A, and then we wrap it up. Okay. So let's start off with 2XKO. So apparently 2XKO we're getting that much closer to an official release date. It's going to be broken up into like 2 parts. I believe it's a closed beta, and then it's going to roll out into an actual, like, not a full-fledged release, but an open release that anybody can access, right?
Yeah, and global beta.
Global beta. There you go. And the game will be available from that point going forward. So it's basically like a soft release. And so, Champ, how are you feeling about that?
So I was really excited about anything 2XKO related, anyways. But obviously they have it's some of the game. It's definitely the game that I look forward to, alongside with the Marvel games. But I'm so excited for it. But the thing is, how it's so long of a wait. Imagine they've been working on this since 2015. Okay,
this is the third Evo it's gonna be at, right? Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So they've been working for so long, right? The reason why they take a little bit longer because before it was a 1v1, but they didn't get that feel of like a different fighting game, right? That's why they made it a team-based game, but that requires more development, right? But then when you actually see the game for what it is, it's so pretty and it's so well made in a sense. Okay, like it's so pretty. Like they got like really good online as well, right? And so I think in that aspect of the game, like the content of the costumes and the characters being released at certain times, that's probably like gonna be like the biggest rep. Like we don't have enough characters. What the hell, you know? We have a biggest lore ever, you know, I feel, right? But then they don't have characters. But I'm sure like the way the developers have talked about it, that they're gonna release more characters all throughout. And they're gonna make sure that this game is gonna be like a service kind of game, you know, kind of like how League of Legends became, you know. So that's really nice. It's just that people are getting more impatient. But then I was thinking, like, at least they're doing it right when it comes to the production of the game, and it's so pretty, and they have the things that matters, which is the netcode and stuff. But I guess, like, look, they're just say everybody hates it, the fact that it's not released yet, okay? But then once they release it, it doesn't matter because let's say the game is good once they release it. Let's say for example, then all the hate from it is gonna go away because the game is good compared to like you had such a good like promotion, but then once they release the game is released and the game is trash. Look at the fucking Hunter and Hex Hunter, right?
Yeah,
okay,
true.
trash. It was trash. So in a sense, like that's still gonna be great in that sense. Also, once they announce like a multi-million-dollar fucking tournament, if people actually played City of the Wolves, right? People are gonna play that. People are gonna play that game because of that, you know. And also it makes me think like I don't know if the Marvel Tokkon can compete with the Riot prize pools. That alone is telling you that like the 2XKO is gonna be one of the premier games. Just to think about like all the Riot games out there, like Valorant or League of Legends, and now they have this as their like one of their games, you know, alongside with the other games that they have, whatever it could be. Like it's hard to fail because they have a huge ecosystem. Like it's really hard to fuck with that. Plus, the owners of the game or the developers of the game owns Evo. Let's like seriously. That means every year guaranteed you have 2XKO Evo. Seriously, imagine that we made Evo. Okay, we made 2XKO. What do you think our game is not gonna be Evo?
Of course, right.
Of course.
Right.
There's no way we fail in that one.
Do they still have do they still have shares or like some sort of?
Of course they do.
For sure. Okay.
Do.
Yeah. I didn't know if they sold it all off, but okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, of course they do.
Okay. So then, speaking of Marvel Tokkon, how do you say? Is it Tokkon?
Tokkon, yeah.
So they revealed a 6-character demo for Marvel Tokkon at Evo this year. I can't wait to watch you play that. By the way, I'm gonna be behind your shoulder just watching you, like a creep. I'm gonna be like this.
Tokkon?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah. So like, they actually showed numerous overlays of it. If you actually go to event hubs, you can see the Marvel Tokkon pictures, whatever. Yeah. So go down. So obviously this is just like a demo shit. Okay, so click that one. Okay, so here I've seen a lot of information already. Okay, because this is the character selection screen, and they have done this for other video games out there that before it was released. Okay, so if you think that's 3, right? That's 3. Okay, so I can see based on what it looks like at the moment that it looks like we're gonna have 24 characters. Okay, 3 on the top. You're gonna have 3 layers there. That would be 9. 9 at the bottom as well, right? And then plus 2 here, 6. So 24 characters.
Okay, I can see it.
If you're gonna do with that logic, for instance, right? But then now this also looks. I look at this and it's like, wait, what the fuck is on the left side? There's a leader, and what are these forward, down, then whatever that thing, right? These nonsense, you know, right? Like that's like a big deal in a sense, like these things. Okay, so now move forward. Like go to the next picture. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, so now it's like this. Okay. So it's like I look at this, it's like, wait, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Whoa.
And this is what I got excited about because look, if you look at the left side, like Miss Marvel is a shooter, And you got a vertical, and you got the assault, right? Okay. But then on the right side, Miss Marvel is an assault, but she's not a shooter. So that means you can give them on different roles as an assist.
Right.
Right. So they have different roles.
That's pretty sick.
So it's like thinking like, oh my God, this is gonna be so insane. Your mastery of this game is gonna be so important. That's why I knew I'm gonna kill everybody again, as always. And I was like, damn, like how much? Because like I'm thinking like the vertical. I mean, it's like probably like your anti-air assist, maybe.
Right, or something that covers the horizontal space or vertical space, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and the other one is like obviously your beam assist is your shooter. The assault is probably like your combo extender kind of character, right? So there's gonna be different areas there. But now I'm thinking if your leader can swap to all of them, that means your leader can be. If the leader swaps to the assault guy, now your leader becomes the assault assist, basically. So that means your point character, you need to be extremely versatile.
Oh wow!
In a sense, like whatever spot, because he's gonna have to swap with those spots, right? And that means the role of your leader or your point character would now change.
All right.
Compared to the these other guys, they just swap to the leader and then they go back to the same place, So that's like quite important. Now you go to the next one. So like this is like overall mastery of the game. So also what's great here, the mastery part of the game, you can see it like it's very insane. Like it takes a lot of like knowledge to master it in a sense, based on like all the details there. But it also doesn't take away that if you only want to play one character, you could also just do that as well. Like, you could get by and it's fine.
This is pretty sick.
So now, yeah. So look at this part, right? Okay, so you got the meter at the bottom is obviously a meter, but then there's like a few chunks. But then you see like the last two bars,
like separate
of the bottom. It looks separate, right? So I was like thinking, what the fuck is that, right? So it could just be like your OD specials, whatever, right? Or just super level 3, whatever it could be, right? But then there's like the weirdest part there was the 3 drive gauges looking
at the top.
Yeah. So I've been thinking, what the fuck does that do? I'm thinking, what the fuck does that do? So it's like thinking like, okay, well, if that's 3 and you have 3 assists, could it be like the meter that you're gonna use to say you called them and then you want to use them to cancel, like you cancel, like you call your assist and then now you want your assist to be the point character or to tag into it, so now you have to cancel the recovery.
Right.
Could that represent each of them? I'm not sure, but like that, I was thinking that could be it. But in the same time, like this is so chaotic and how much detail you need to have in this kind of game. Which is super exciting to me.
It's so beautiful, man. Look at the fucking details, like in the background. Like I'm really big on visuals, man. Like, and this is just such it has a great comic book feel to it.
Yeah, that's how they copied the Marvel 3
feel
of it. Yeah,
they know what they're doing, man. They are.
Yeah. And it was crazy in the text file. The developers like, we will take you for a ride, right? I was like, oh my god, they're fucking trolling the fuck out of me.
Is there another one?
Like yeah.
Oh,
so right here, this is the stage. Obviously, they're only showing one, and unfortunately, in this demo version of it, they don't have Spider-Man and Ghost Rider as playable. They only have 6 characters playable.
Damn.
Yeah, in this demo page. Yeah, but like they don't really release until 2026. But then it makes me question, like, if it's like gonna be released in 2026, like, is it how early in 2026 we're talking about? If you already have a playable demo for 6 characters, so now you look at like Street Fighter or like other games, like a Marvel game. They had a playable E3. They rushed the release in September, but they did that in June. So July, August, September, 3 months. So this one would be August here. It wouldn't be 3 months. So that means like the non-rush version would be 6 months. So they could easily have this released by February, if ever, right? If ever. But I think they're gonna milk the introducing the characters, slowly, right? So maybe they have like for the whole year, maybe. So maybe it might not be released until next year Evo. But if they have the showcase at Evo already, I think they would want this to be at Evo next year.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not gonna pull 2XKO, right?
Yeah, they're definitely not, right? So they're gonna have this released by Evo for sure next year.
For sure. Probably like a good 2-month window before it dropped, like before Evo, right? So maybe like
So now it makes me think like, okay, so I have to because I'm gonna be elite already playing 2XKO by then, and I'm gonna be elite playing this. I think it's impossible that I wouldn't be, but I don't know how the fuck you're gonna do that right away to compete with 2 games there, which I've done in the past, but that's like not easy because to do that, Plus the Street Fighter is around, which I would never quit because I love Street Fighter. Like, but yeah. So that's a good problem to have because the fighting games are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So.
Is this the first time that we've had 2 versus games that are going to be this magnitude out at the same time?
Because it's only just one versus game always.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And so I guess there was a time when there was a DBZ and there was like Marvel 3, but only for 1 year. There was one time in 2017. Yes, I guess you want to count that. Yes, I guess in a way.
I wouldn't even count that because Marvel Infinite came out between those two titles. And that was...
Yeah, but Marvel did not make it to Evo, though, because of the drama.
Yeah, true. That's fair. That's fair. That's a good point. Okay, that's a valid point. All right, yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try it. You know, I am most hyped for the Sagat build. That's why I'm really excited about Evo. Like, once Sagat got announced, I just stopped caring about playing any.
Yeah, wait, Sagat. Yeah, the details on that one. But then it doesn't really matter to play Sagat at Evo because by the time you get home, there's Sagat already. So it's pointless. True.
But I'm gonna IRL stream it, so that way, you know, I could just
that's awesome.
Have some fun with the viewers.
It wouldn't matter as much if you have Sagat there or not.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
True.
Because you have it like August 5, we have the game already, which is Sagat, you know. So like that's basically Evo is a Monday night. Like Evo Monday when Evo was over because Sunday, right? So Monday night, which is like August 4th. Midnight part of that. Sagat is out already. Yeah,
literally, I fly out Monday night and I get back Tuesday morning overnight, and Sagat's gonna be out that same day. I'm gonna just go home, sleep.
So it's pointless.
Wake up. Yeah. Tiger. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, speaking of Sagat, so we got ourselves a little treat today, boys and gals. Me and Champ have not listened to the Sagat theme, so we're gonna listen to that together. Woo!
I don't really give a fuck about the music, but okay. First time in history I give a fuck about this.
I've been hearing good things about it though, so.
I don't really care.
But anyway, you gotta let it get good. You know, these songs take forever. You gotta let it rock.
I don't, but look, I didn't give a fuck about no Dalton theme, anything. That doesn't help me.
Wait, shut up.
To like,
shut the fuck up.
I can mute the out of this fucking audio anyway. It doesn't matter to me. This would not help anybody improve. It's pointless.
Wait, this shit is fire. What the fuck?
Fire, huh? That's your word for that. Okay.
Oh my god, wait, what? Oh my god, what is going on?
I don't know. I really don't see the allure.
Would this be like the second round?
I don't know. I guess they probably would have taken like 38 tiger shots from me already at this point. So, because I would have thrown easily like 50 tiger shots already. All you're gonna hear is tiger.
Wait, this shit is slapping, bro. Are you serious? Listen to this shit.
I don't really, brother. I don't really give a fuck about those themes. I swear. I'm like really. I don't care about the name of the move, what the lore of the character. I don't care about the theme of the character. I care about.
Are you trying to say this on beat? You kind of sound like you're rapping. Go ahead, Champ. Go ahead.
No, I don't care about these things.
I don't care. I don't care about the themes. I'm kind of mean. I'm kind of lean. I got a bean. Go ahead. Keep going.
Nope. I don't care about it.
What the fuck? Why'd you stop rapping? You a little camera shy. Whatever.
I'm not camera shy.
Yeah, alright, bro. Whatever. Okay. Well, we're almost there. We're almost there. Got a minute left. I think this slaps. Oh.
I wish I can understand it.
Oh my goodness. This is cinema.
Cinema.
Yo, what? We're so used to trash in this with this game's like themes, bro.
Are the game themes trash? You think?
I think they're pretty bad for the most part. Yes.
I just mute them all anyway, so I would never know.
That makes sense. Well, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is. Oh my god! I'm actually gonna. I'm actually gonna play this game with just Sagat's theme. I don't give a shit about anything else.
But let me know what happened to your footsies, okay?
Bro, this shit was how he got the best. He's the best DLC character. He got the best trailer. He got the best theme. He's about to be top tier, bro. It's inevitable. He's the best character in the game. There's no way. He's checking off all the boxes. He's the best. He's number one.
Okay, what is Akuma's
Don't
theme?
forget Mr. Krabs. He was number one. He's gonna be number one, bro.
Can I tell do you like Akuma's theme?
No, that shit is whack.
So was Akuma number one?
No.
Did he check every box?
No, he didn't check every box. Akuma's trailer wasn't that hype.
Okay, then what happened? Was he not top tier?
No. What I'm saying is that he's checking all of these boxes, and he's gonna be top tier. So he's gonna be the best.
Okay, so tell me another character that has good theme.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that he is checking off every box.
Yes.
He's just.
But like I'm saying, like
there's
I'm
just
trying
no
to
chance.
find another comparison.
There's no comparison.
So
Why are you
like,
comparing? There's nothing to compare.
Let me see.
You're wasting your time.
Had good theme?
I'm trying to save you your energy.
I know.
There's nothing
about these fucking theme. Nothing about this gonna help your ground game. Nothing about this fucking theme gonna help your ground game. You're gonna mash your stupid ass DP and die from that fucking theme.
I wish I could mute you like I could mute the game. Maybe then that would be like my favorite music.
Trash ass ground game with this fucking theme thing, and walk yourself to fucking corner.
You can't even look me in my eyes when you say that because you don't even believe it. You can't even say it with your chest.
Like what? That you have a trash ass ground game?
You can't even say it with your chest.
I don't think you have a trash ass ground game because that will be a lie. Okay, I'm just saying.
See, your head corrected yourself when you.
That is like, to be honest, that you don't have a trash ground.
Okay, good job.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you stop worrying about no goddamn themes and just focus mostly on your ground game and your decision making,
I don't pay attention to themes. If you ask me, hey Zaf, what is? I don't know.
I'm asking.
If you're like, what is Akuma? What's Bison's theme song? I don't even know. Yeah. The only theme song I can tell you right off rip because of PTSD is JP's.
JP, yeah. Because that's the most distinct one, at least. Yeah.
No, it's not even because of that. It's because Capcom was beating the fucking shit out of us over the head during those fucking Capcom Cup commercials when they played that shit like fucking 7 times per 10 minutes.
Oh, that's why.
That's the only reason I know that
really
shit.
Good theme. That's a good theme, though.
I don't know about good. I'm just saying that's just PTSD. That's the only reason why I know that theme. But I like this theme. I think this theme is a solid 8.5 out of 10. I like it. I don't think it's like an all-time great Street Fighter theme compared to the shit I've heard. But
I would just agree with you in that one because I don't really judge themes because I don't care about them as much. But yeah, if you think that's an 8.5, okay.
Yeah, I mean I don't care for themes either, but it's Sagat, so I have to care. I have to at least try. Let's talk about Blink. Woo! All right. I just got back from Blink this morning. I left yesterday evening, and we still running strong. I told Champ I would not let him down, and we would still stream. So. I'm glad that
I didn't even know you've gone to the event though. You
remember I told you you were like, yeah, just make sure you let me know. You don't remember with your nasally ass voice?
I had no idea, but
just make sure you let me know
exactly. He didn't confirm, completely. But okay, but first of all, before we talk about the Blink stuff, what happened to you in Blink? Did you just blink and go in 0-2? What the fuck happened? After one blink, you're just out? Because I never heard about you in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? It's like what happened? We blink and then we out? Like, I want to know about this. Or you blink, the fucking setups lag the fuck out. Okay, and then now you're out, right? So what happened in the tournament? Tell me about the fucking blinking situation, and then tell me how you got eliminated.
Water before I fucking...
Why can't we just talk about that straight up like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you blink and you fucking out.
This guy's a piece of shit. So as far as Blink was... I got there. I was supposed to get there Thursday. My flight got canceled, so I ended up going Friday. Luckily, my pool wasn't until Saturday. But I like to go to tournaments usually like 2 days before my pool start, just so that way I can get acclimated. You know what I'm saying? You're spending a day traveling.
Makes sense. Yes.
And I want to get a solid day of practice while I'm not recovering from traveling. So that's what
makes sense.
The Thursday's supposed to be the traveling day. Friday, you've recovered, you had a good night's sleep, you practice, and then you go into
a lot.
Yeah,
much too. So much that matters a lot. Yeah, compared to somebody who just arrived and they have to play the tournament. Fuck.
Yeah, shit is pretty trash.
Yeah, because you gotta get acclimated first, and then so you can play your shit. Instead of like if you didn't get acclimated, you're gonna end up playing a little bit rushed, a little bit like uncomfortable, then you end up making decisions that are just only comfortable for you and not like the correct decision at that time, then you end up losing. Yes. You're going to overcompensate and just die. Yeah, makes sense.
So I ended up getting there Friday, like, evening, and I didn't get to really practice. I didn't get to play at all Friday like that. I just was kind of trying to rest and recover or whatever. And Saturday is my pool. My pool was at I believe 10 a.m. No, it was at 3 p.m. So I got there and warmed up a little bit. People were complaining about the setups. I personally I didn't experience anything too crazy. I thought it was okay. Last year my experience was really bad with the setups, to be honest. But this year I thought it felt better for me personally. Like when I lost, I didn't lose because of the setups. I just lost because I didn't play good. And so I thought it was all right. So I had my first match was against Jimmy DR. I lost my first match 4 rounds straight. So I already knew. I was like, yeah, I'm not really.
He plays DJ?
No, he plays Marissa. Yeah, and I already knew, like.
Wait, you played Dalsum?
No, I played Jamie.
Oh, that's still a good matchup anyway.
It is a really
why didn't you pick Dalsum?
Because
remember I told you that? Remember I told you just pick Dalsum because it's more stable in tournaments for that sense.
Yeah, but in that matchup it was kind of I feel so comfortable against Marissa's. You know?
Yeah, but you're uncomfortable because you just you didn't get to prepare.
Yeah, that matters. But that's nobody's fault but mine, to be honest. Because going into the event,
drag your ass out of the fucking setup. Be like, motherfucker, pick the stretchy man and get it out of the way, bro.
Yeah. So going into it, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't cared to play the game until August 5th. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't care. I really don't. I only went to Blank because it's one of my favorite events, and I just wanted to
hang out.
Yeah, hang out and just kind of. I like using.
You're eliminated.
Yeah, literally. But it was funny because after I lost to him, like that fucking competitive muscle activated, and I was like,
yes, you gotta turn on. Okay, yeah, what happened when that happened?
I was like, nah, this ain't happening. So I started blowing through people and losers. And then me and Problem X had a last round set, bro. It was like
this. My god, that was so close.
It was like this. Yeah, it was. Oh my god.
How's the setup? How's the setups? Because I hear that from a different sources.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I seen what happened to other players when I was watching them, and I was like, oof, it was pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. But I personally didn't have a.
That's so terrible. Yeah, that's so terrible because it takes away the like.
Integrity?
Some integrity. Yes, some. Not all of the integrity. Some of the integrity of the tournament because the outcome could have been different for everybody, right? You know?
Agreed.
Especially for like, let's say, like a random lag spike, which happened to do, right? You know? Or the drop that happened to Kevin, right? It's just like a 1-2-3 combo. It's just 1-2-4. You know, and then just random with parry, right? And just died. For no reason. It was GG already, and he would have been in winner's top 8. Think about that. From winner's top 8 to get eliminated. That's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Difference, you know? And also, like, this is not to take away credit for how, you know, that Fuudo won the whole thing, but how about the other people that, you know, that could have, like, placed higher or potentially challenged Fuudo, you know? Right? Or Momochi in that aspect. But it shows you also that how dominant Japan has been all throughout the game history, you know? They always have so many pros, and that's like the number one region in the world, you know? It's not even close, right? Like in Japan, like imagine that you went to DR, you got fucking top five Japanese in top 8 or something like that, right? 5, bro, and they're not even hometown. That is crazy. 5 top 8s. Oh, bro, that shit's so
no
nasty.
Dominicans in the. But before we go to that, I want to just finish my experience.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I played them, and it was a really, really tight set. So I started off like blazing through the gates, and then I noticed, like, similar to the Jimmy thing, I got very, like, I just wanted to end the set type of thing, and so I got distracted, and I would just like I missed like on 2 small things, and then he just steamrolled me. And then he won the second game, and the last game was like came down to the last round, like an interaction or 2 away, basically from either one of us winning or losing. and the dice rolled in his favor, whatever. It happens. But I felt pretty good about that set in particular. No, it was an off-stream match. Yeah.
Oh, my life.
Yeah,
we cannot even discuss that. What you're saying.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it sucks. And and there was so many people, like I don't know people there like that, so I'm not gonna ask anybody to record it for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially after the Zen situation. His phone got robbed off of a dude from on a bike rolling past him. So I was like, I'm not giving anybody my shit to record me. I was like, I'm good. So I didn't get to record it, sadly, but it was a really good set, and I felt pretty good about it. And it made me, I felt invigorated for several reasons, because I lost, but I did my best, and two, I was like, wow, I love this game at high level. At high level, this shit is so fun. It's so fun, bro. You know, even losing like that, like I really enjoyed it. And so that made me even more excited, because I was like, damn, when my character comes back, imagine how much more excited I'm going to be about playing this game.
No, it's like, dude, it's so fun, because it's like so fun to beat everybody. It's just fun to beat everybody, you know? So it's like, so once you get your character, Sagat, then it's going to be even more funner for you, you know?
100%. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm super excited.
Sagat anyways.
I can't.
You have Redline? Hi.
So I'm just like really excited for that. But so yeah, the event was pretty dope. So like Sunday, you know, top 8, they have like a VIP section in the back that you can gain access to if you know you got clout. Luckily for me, I have some small microscopic clout, so I could get back there, and I was getting some games in with people. I got to play Zangief Balado. I got to play Pedro. I got to just like meet Kobayan and talk to like a bunch of players and stuff like that. So it was a pretty dope time. It was really sick. And then when the actual top 8 started, they had like a VIP section, like where you saw the top 8 ceremony was. That's where you saw me on the stream, like in the background. That was like a lounge area. It was so cool, so sick, and such a great like.
That's a nice event.
Yeah, it was. It's so dope. You know what it feels like, Champ?
Don't forget about it.
You know what it feels like? It feels like it's the closest feeling to like the Street Fighter 4 era in terms of the offline events, where it was just so like the energy was just. It's just you could feel it.
Have you ever gone to Canada Cup?
I have, yeah.
Okay, does it feel like a Canada Cup?
It feels literally like when you guys had like the fucking team tournament shits going on. Yeah, it felt literally like that.
Like the fucking Canada Cup got a VIP section for pros only, right? Like, and then like they had their unlimited food setups, fucking alcohol and shit. I'm like, why do we have alcohol here for?
Oh shit!
Like, but it was a lap cheese idea to get like the pros drunk and shit. Like, it's like, no, nobody gonna drink. They give a pro, but then I seen some pros was like getting it on already. I was like, dude, I don't know about that. Like, you know, they're like drinking already. So like if you're a pro, they give you like a different badge, you know, a different badge that you can come in and out in that fucking special lounge area, and there's like a guard there, like a bouncer, you know. It's like, do that, but like, there's like unlimited snacks, drinks, everything. It's like, damn, fucking Lapchi takes care of all the pros here. It's super nice. That's why the pros keeps coming back. And then like it was such a great environment, you know, the Canada Cup. So I missed that event. I think that's one of the events that I honestly miss, because that's one of the premier Street Fighter events, right? You know, Canada Cup fucking Street Fighter is like the event.
The event, yeah. It was.
Right, you know this, right? When it comes to like the top talent of Street Fighter, is Canada Cup's number one when it comes to Street Fighter, right? You know, and not counting Evo or Capcom Cup, of course. Right?
Even the team tournament was crazy. Like, remember the team tournament? That shit was insane.
Japan always wins. Remember that one time USA won? It was my team, brother. Me, Chris G, PR Rog, K Brad, and Ricky, I think.
Was that 2013?
That's like, no. This is SF5. The very first SF5 one. And then this is when we fought Team Japan. Was like Takedo, Bonchan, like Fujimura and Sako, and whoever was stacked too, but we beat them. And so that was the first time USA won a Canada Cup event, because that's usually the main event, right? It's the teams, because that's why it's called Canada Cup. But then like our first round match was against Team Korea, so we had to fight like a bunch of like infiltration and Punko and their gang, you know.
Laugh.
Yeah. So that was like, no, it's not Laugh, because Laugh didn't play SF5.
Oh yeah, you did say Street Fighter 5, right?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of the other guys that was pretty good too. I forgot their names. I think Enno was there playing Ryu already. Yeah.
What about XYZZY was Was he on that team?
I'm not sure really. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Oh, Valorian. Yeah, you remember Valorian? Yeah, that's who it was. Gaming player.
Yeah. So it's like we played against them.
Wow.
So I was like so confident. Like we're like, no, toss me first. In my head, toss me first. I played a bunch of it. Right. I think, but then the team did not want to put me first because they want to put me as a counter. So they put Ricky, and then Ricky played. I forgot who, and he beat like one of their other guys, and then they counter pick with infiltration or something, right, to beat Ricky, because infiltration wants to just beat everybody at that point, and then I beat infiltration because they counter pick with me versus info. I beat info, and then I think I OCV the team already after that. But then like a bunch of other teams, because there's two USA teams. I forgot who the other one. I think the other one was with Do, I think. But yeah, we end up winning the whole shit. It was fucking crazy. We didn't expect that to win, but our synergy of our team was so good because we're all close to each other. Like, we're gonna kill these bums, bro. Bon Chen Hu. Like, I was talking all the shit. Like, Bon Chen Hu, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm killing you, you fucking bum. I was just talking mad shit to them. Like, you guys don't want this, okay? Like, it was so fucking sick though. But like, that was the Canada Cup feel. You know, I fucking love that.
I miss that shit so much, man.
Yeah.
Such an elite tournament. Yeah, so basically it's like that. And then the Dominican, just the players, like, you see how Mena's passionate, Kawa's passionate. Imagine like 150 of them around the stage.
Oh, I know for sure.
Going fucking, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, like Fuudo was talking about it. Fuudo was mentioning on Twitter. He's like, he felt the energy of the crowd. He's like, he could not disappoint them.
That's how it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it is.
That shit is so powerful, man. Yo, I was like, if you watch when they did the ceremony, I was like literally just like daydreaming the whole time. I'm staring at the stage. I was like, yo, imagine how fucking crazy they're gonna go when they see me playing Sagat on this bitch.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be nasty.
They are gonna go fucking ape shit. Especially because I'm an honorary Dominican, you know what I'm saying? So, as an honorary Dominican, they're going to root for me. And I'm going to fucking tiger shot my way to victory and have a ball while I do it. But anyways, yeah, it was a great event. I had fun. I go every single year. Hopefully, I do wish that there is some sort of standardized, like equipment thing with the CPT tours. They could have
avoided all of this.
Yeah.
Because the intention they had was great. Because they wanted to do PC, right? Intention was great. But the one thing that was missing was somebody knowledgeable of what the PC settings should be, and actually just check to turn on VSync for a bunch of them. That's it. One person to do the settings for each. That's it. But it can't be a fresh install.
The monitors, man, they were like Samsung monitors. I don't even fucking know what they. Just do end zones, bro. The CEO setups were perfect. They were perfect, right? But the thing is, I get it. You need a lot of resources to do what CEO did, because they literally had like 3 sets of consoles they would cycle between every hour. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of resources that obviously maybe Blink doesn't have access to. So it's something that you have to think about and be considerate of.
They did PC though. A PC would not overheat, but what's missing there was the settings.
Yeah.
And the monitor, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So that's.
Did you think the monitor was at least 120 hertz at least?
It was for sure, but it was the same monitors as last year. I'm pretty sure it was the same Samsung monitors, and I hated the ones from last year.
Why do they have Samsung monitors?
I don't know,
What the
man.
fuck are we doing? Is that like a
That's what
high
I'm
school
saying.
monitor?
It doesn't make sense.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Yo, we're paying thousands of dollars to go to events to compete, and we put a lot of time into the practice and the art of competing, and then we don't even have setups that are standardized and something that we can recreate. Like, we've been doing this in Street Fighter 4. Why are we stopped doing this now? Like, remember in Street Fighter 4 we had the Asus monitor. It was like 24 inches, and there was a 360. It was the same shit every time. That was it, right? That was standard. Like, every tournament was like that, and it's like, I don't know why we're getting away from that, but
I mean, our consoles right now is worse because they overheat.
That's fair.
Compared to before, that console is gonna be on the whole 24 hours. It's okay, like you know. But now the console fucking overheats for competition. So now the TOs are gonna be, look, like, we got the latest of everything, but the fucking shit is just overheating, right? You know, compared to before, Xbox 360, you know, doesn't overheat, so
it's
we can actually
keep
playing.
It's ironic, bro, because remember the 360 used to have the red ring of death issue. And yet that console is still, like, obviously after they, like, whatever they did, they fixed it, right?
Even then, they don't die mid-tournament. They don't decline performance mid-tournament.
It was the same.
Yes, yeah.
No matter what.
That matters a lot, you know?
Like, Yeah, and I don't understand the new PS Slims, bro. I thought they would solve that issue, but they still have the same problem, bro. The ventilation is still trash. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
And also, it wasn't designed to be played like that, anyways.
That's
it
fair.
wasn't designed for there, you know. But still, I think that's just really bad.
Yeah, that shit is. I don't know. But anyways,
I think it's just bad.
But aside from that, I enjoyed it. So the venue itself is inside of a mall, like I think one of the bigger malls in Santo Domingo. And yo, as soon as you leave the venue, you're in the food court. Like you're literally in the food court. So there's mad fucking places to eat, bro. It's so dope, bro. It's like the mall's mad big. It's like 3 floors. You can go shopping, do whatever you want, man. And it was a great time. I love that event. Mm-hmm. That event is so dope, man. The people are so dope. Like they're just so kind, man. I don't know. I love DR. I love that community.
I think I can design a PC for like $600 to run SF6 perfect. Seriously,
I believe it. I don't see why. This game can run on a toaster, so
to play SF6, okay? And fuck, don't put anything else but SF6 in that bitch, okay? And there's the drivers, and you have NVIDIA drivers, whatever. You get the NVIDIA video card, just get like a fucking 2070 or something, RTX 2070. That's enough to run the game and stuff. I think is enough. Yeah,
at 120 hertz.
$600, I think is 600 is enough. I think.
120 hertz consistently.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think you don't even need an i7 of things. You just need to have the basic of everything. Just make sure your video card is like okay, and you can run SF6. Seriously.
Okay, so top 8, as we know, Fuudo wins. Fuudo, fresh off of winning Topanga League, literally like last week, comes through, wins, and this was one of the more fun. Yeah, bro, this is one of the more fun top 8s I've seen in this game. And then one of the more clutch moments we've seen in Street Fighter 6 so far. And there was just a lot going on. So, Champ, take it away. Let's talk about the top 8 going into it. So there were some stipulations, right? So Kusanagi was on winner's side. And if he won, he increased his chance of guaranteeing an EWC slot. But as long as Tachikawa was in there, in the bracket, then he had to wait until Tachikawa was eliminated. All right, so when he lost to Moke 3-0, very dominant. He was sitting there and hoping that Tachikawa would lose to Fuudo. And fortunately enough, that's exactly what happens. Fuudo ends up being the inevitable winner of the bracket. He had his Infinity Stones on that day, and everything just worked out in his favor. So Kusanagi qualifies for EWC. So that's one of the storylines that goes on here, because all the other players basically already were in it. Psycho through Street Fighter League, right, from making it through to the World Finals,
totally,
and then everybody else from winning premier events or placing really high and stuff like that. Okay,
so let's talk about this. Like Fuudo obviously is the loser side, right? Okay, but then like Fuudo, Kakeru, Gachikun, Tokido, and Lashar. Not okay. The Lashar is the later addition, obviously. But let's say they talk about the 4, which is Tokido, Kakeru, Gachikun, and Fuudo, has always been the most consistent players coming off Japan. Okay, overall, like, you know, they've been placing a lot, right? You know, and winning here and there, right? Especially in Japan as well. Those 4. Not to mention, like, obviously the other players in Japan also can do that, but like those are the most been prominent since the game came out, you know. And now you add Lashar, right? Okay, so like me seeing Fuudo win is like, well, it's Fuudo, right? Fuudo has been great all his fighting game career, you know? Remember before when everybody was trolling that Fuudo was always getting second because he got so many second places, right?
Literally.
I felt like that should never be, like, the people should not talk shit about somebody consistently getting into the grand finals. I'm sorry. But it's not like he's losing to Bums, brother. He's losing to fucking Punk, losing to Menas, to Momochi, to Tokido sometimes, you know, like a 3-2s, you know? So, but then he wins also, right? But the fact that somebody's that consistent, that should be praised, not to be trolled or frowned upon. You know what I mean? Like, so me seeing Fuudo, like, you know, still being consistent like that is like something like, well, like that's pretty something I would expect from Fuudo. You know, Tokido on the other hand, I knew that he wasn't gonna do good in this event because he's learning JP in the process, right? So, I think that's like expected. Momochi finally breaking through and getting a top 8 finish in like a CPT like event I think is nice to see. Moke, you know, like it's nice to see also. But this entire top 8, I think the biggest like I didn't expect was like Kusanagi getting this far as well because of how many players he had to beat too, you know. And Moke, I thought Nephew was gonna actually cook also all the way because Nephew obviously coming off a win and playing really good, you know, beating so many players as well, you know. But like obviously the tournaments is pretty, it's just so unexpected, so many results, you know. But yeah, I think that the topic was quite entertaining. When I saw it, I don't know who was gonna beat Momo and Fuudo, anyways, except for Gachikun. But then Gachikun obviously lost, and then eventually losing to Psychos Kimberly, which is obviously played amazing, you know. But yeah, but I think like overall, I think the Fuudo and Momochi part, because like they kind of go 50-50 with each other, and Fuudo was forced to play DJ because he was not gonna beat Momo in that you know, in that matchup, the Edmure, right? So he had to pick his DJ, which has a slight disadvantage versus Ed. And the fact that he beats Ed, bro, in 2 sets in a lot of clutch decisions, man, he really wanted that one.
Yeah.
And I felt like Momochi was playing so well, especially in the first set, right? He was about to win, you know?
Legit.
But then Fuudo made some reads to win. Because at that point, when the skill levels are that high, like it all comes down to that moment, like okay, am I gonna go for it or not go for it, you know? Like that it all comes down to that one, you know. And I think like what Momochi missed there was the not pressing the button, the delay jab a little bit, like, you know, because he went for immediate jab after the towards fears of Ed, right, on block on burnout, so that's a +1. So he wanted to do jab right away, and then Fuudo basically supered. You know, that was basically the deciding factor there. You know, he supered there. It's like, oh shit.
What situation was it where he delayed? He did a delay super though at one point. He did a delay.
Not for the reset. Yes, he did. He did a bunch of them. Yeah, like all throughout. Yeah, you have to do delay super. You have to wake up first and super to beat the 0.
Right.
You know, the delay jab, right? Yeah, but that one when he did there, Fuudo just supered after blocking the towards fierce, and then he did jab. You know, like I was like, well, that's like the usual plus frames they're looking for, and they're gonna super, right? You know, in a sense, right? You know, but then it's a situation where you feel like nobody should super there because you're not in the corner yet. You know.
But wasn't he low on health? I don't remember exactly.
Look, watch it. Okay, look at.
Well, we're about to watch it in a second, but
yeah, check it out. Check that out. That's the most important one.
I would love to know. It's kind of crazy. You see so many godlike names in a bracket, but when you look at the name Momochi, you automatically assume
because this is all about like imposing your will, you know, because you want to get momentum on your side at this point. Damn, he punished that consistently, dude. It's so insane. And how amount of grabs you have to take, and also now they end up knowing that okay, you have to take here, but now I'm gonna tech here. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, so it's like the meta is so different now. And the way Fuudo knows how to drive rush, when somebody's gonna walk him down, he drive rushes, which is the 100% counter to the walk down, is the drive rush jab, because it's super hard to check it. It's like, dude, it's so crazy. Like, this was so sick when he went for that. And then it's like a bunch of steal turns, greedy. Okay. He's obviously playing explosive right now to get the momentum on his side to make Momochi a little bit more like passive, you know?
Yeah. So
like,
right here,
that drive rush.
So right here, you know, so he does drive rush into throw, right? So Momochi has this. He does this a lot. He does a lot of delay jab fuzzies on drive rushes. So when he plays Japan, a lot of them they'll go for hard read stuff like this to try to snipe his timing. Because obviously, if he sits there and he reacts to it, or he does, you know, and he presses this soon enough, he hits him out of this. But because Momochi is fuzzying it, he gets counter hit out of it. So it's like a subtle thing like that. Like if you're aware of that, this is how deep the mind games go. But it looks like a random drive rush throw, right?
Yeah, and also look at what he's doing there. Like go rewind like one more scenario after this. Like here, after that. Yeah, here. Look at this. See, like that's obviously like minus frames, right? The -2 kind of moment. Like, but do you see how like he didn't take his turn, you know?
Right.
Because in that situation, Fuudo can go ham and just let go of the fucking full target combo and then get a counter hit, you know, from the third hit that's unsaved. It's -7 or -8, and then he gets a combo. So he didn't even like go for that. Because that's how you know Momochi now is more passive because of all the drive rush or pressure shenanigans that Fuudo's doing. So Fuudo actually won the mind game part of it, you know, to control the pace. And this one obviously is just luck there. And now situations here. He held up. Up again. I up again.
Yeah, it's okay. Look how much damage. He's not even taking much damage, bro.
Absolutely, yeah. Because there's no real counter hit there. As long as you're not tagging or mashing, right? Hold up, right? It's okay.
Yeah.
Look, it's okay. It's the same thing as taking a grab there. And if he level 3s you there, whatever. Thank you. You know? Yeah. Fuudo's buffering. I mean, Momochi's buffering there earlier with a super.
I think it might be lights out. Important tech, very important tech with the space.
Really looking for the check here too. But then you know how white is so hard to check here? As Momo because of the drive rush, and then he would do the OD kicks for the anti-check.
Right, true.
That's why he's not checking with that all the time. With the 5 MK. Yes.
And you see him do it throughout the later points of the set. He tries to go for it.
Yeah, he's picking a spot. But look at the situation, a couple situations before that. Okay, before the driver, the other back again, back again. More. Okay, there, here. Yeah, okay, here. Like, look at this. See, holding forward, right? Okay, here. And now holding forward, that's the best time to drive rush, right? With somebody holding forward. See, holding forward. Here. See, that's why he only wanted to check with crouching jab, right? So he can recover just in case he does the OD kick.
Right.
The fake to the check. That's why he's doing a lighter check there for a reason. And then that's the time where you're like, okay, finally I'm gonna go check now with this.
Right. And then the range of the crouch jab is not the greatest, so then obviously he's not close enough to check it either. And interesting.
Yeah. But it would check the greedy drive rush to the grab only. Right. Basically. That's the only point of it, you know?
Nice.
And that's like close enough and that works, you know? So that makes sense, right? So that's like, damn, that's really so disciplined for you to like to budget like which area you should be checking and when you shouldn't, you know? That's so unfortunate. We gotta hold forward here as Momo.
Yeah, that was great.
That's a great decision.
That was awesome.
Yeah. That's typical Street Fighter 5 choice.
That was wild. What a call out from Momochi. That's something we haven't seen all time.
Look at Momo here. Walking.
Are getting better and better. He's evolving, Steve. He's looking at tournament point, by the way.
Nice.
Easy.
That was what, 7 in a row? Count them for me how he fight.
Oof.
See, that's why he went for that, right? Because he got checked before. And Momo parried this time around, right?
Yep.
So it's like, see how difficult to drive a check DJ is? Insane. That's like, you have to play this fucking game. That's fine. Yeah, hold up. Again. Yep, you're holding up. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, okay, take that. First reversal.
That was worth his life, by the way.
Because it's the same risk, right? You know? Like, you just do it. You're taking the same 12% anyways, but holding that because it'll be a light confirm, you know?
Right.
I'm scared right
Yeah.
now, bro. I wouldn't be safe throwing a projectile versus Momochi right now. Fuudo doesn't even want to press a button outside a drive rush. Exposing the line.
Oof.
This is the choices.
This is quite a choices made here.
It wouldn't really kill, but it got to a situation. I really thought he was gonna grab here.
Same. I
But
was
he
shocked.
went for that. Okay. So this one, all in already. All in already. Good discipline, right? Good discipline. Take grab for sure. Okay. That. See? Look. That situation. See? So I told you, towards spears, the +1, and then he pressed jab. And the first interaction.
That shit was quite...
That's why the super was like made sense. But by the way, go back. Okay, so imagine here, you know how like the super, the level 3, which also happened to Fuudo when he tried to chip out with a level 3 and it whiffed because he doesn't have a lot of range, right? Okay, but like, look at this situation again. Before the super. Okay, here, before the super, right? Okay. For instance, like this. Okay, pause. Okay, so imagine he's super here with a level 3, Fuudo, right? Let's say super with level 3. They say there's a chance where, let's say, maybe like Momo can backdash. Oh, it's already backdashing. After the towards spheres +1, he just opt to backdash, right? Like, you know, let's say he backdash. And he's like, Momochi would do forward fierce and then just backdash, right? Okay. And if he does super, there's a chance that maybe the super level 3 will whiff because of the range where he doesn't have a lot of range, right? But because since a backdash is an option here, or you know, it's an option, a backdash. Fuudo picked to do level 2 here instead. That's the one genius part about that. Because the level 2 will chase your backdash also.
Right.
Then beat also your jab. And a lot of people don't actually look at that aspect. It's like, no, brother, he fucking picked 2 options to beat, not just one option.
And those are usually the best options. Those are usually the best options when you cover multiple scenarios.
Yes, yeah. So that's an optimal way. And then a lot of people don't appreciate that aspect of it. Because that's why that's amazing. See? To go for a level 2 there.
Oh my goodness, bro.
What? Now you know the context of it, right? That's how you know the context of it. And people like don't see that aspect of the game, you know. That's why it's fucking I hate it. I hate it when they don't see that. It's like the people just like, come on, you didn't notice that? What fucking bitches?
Momochi wins this round though. I think he wins the first round of this.
He was up. He was up 2-2-1 round. Yes.
Because I remember I was like, oh, that was good. Good mental because he didn't break. Oof.
Yeah. He shouldn't break there anyways, because he's a pro. He's been doing it for so long, right? So, like he's struggling, checking here, like to the fullest. So you see, like now he's doing more aggressive situations. So he doesn't have to confront the uncomfortable drive brushing or the fake drive brush. That's a preemptive, of course.
Right.
The poke there, he just happened to drive rush. Yeah. Okay, so now you see Fuudo be like, okay, are we gonna play fast still? I think we have to kind of play a little bit like reserve, you know? So it's like, okay, we play a little bit more slow. But you know one thing about Momo here that he didn't do enough was jump when Fuudo was walking in. Like jump in. Like when walking in, not from that far range, like the walking in, like that. So you can actually beat the double fireball, greedy shit, like this. Because he never actually jumped at all. When he should actually jump in these spots. Because like, if he whiffed that 5MK or the 5HK during the jump situation, then he would have get a bunch of hits, in a sense, early on the set, not this, you know, not this kind of set. That's okay getting hit by that. Grab, please. I don't know why they never grabbed there. I don't know why. That's actually what's crazy to me. They never grabbed there. He's not gonna tech there ever.
Drive rush. Oh.
5. Okay, look at the walking in. Delay jab there.
Wow, that was so good.
See, he always far jumping, right? You don't do far jumping. You got to close jumping. And another level 2.
Bro, and to think his level 2 meter build got nerfed.
Yeah.
So this right here, I thought that was such a good DP.
Good. That was a good DP, yes.
That was such a great DP because he could take one more throw, which is the optimal choice defensively, is to take the throw. Right?
Well, at that point, the optimal play there is that you just gotta be right.
Yeah, right.
It's the end of the tournament already.
I'm saying like,
you have to make a read.
Yeah, on paper, mathematically, right? You could take a throw.
One more.
Right?
Yeah,
you could take one guaranteed, and then he won't die. So that's why I love the DP here, because I think Momochi was playing off that fact.
That makes sense too. Yeah. That makes sense too.
Ah, what a set, bro. This set was fire.
And also, can you look at the drive rush part? Can you see the drive rush button that he picked from that? When he did drive rush? Because he probably just did like let go of the drive rush.
Wait, what part was that?
No, at the end, before the DP. Right when the DP happened.
Oh, okay,
So
let me pause it.
Did he just do drive rush and then wait for the super?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
He did light. Yeah.
No, let me see.
He did light punch.
Yeah, but that's a delay jab.
Kick.
That's a delay jab, though. See? It's a delay jab. Look at when he wakes up.
I mean, he has to delay it because look at where he's not recovered yet.
That means if you super here, if you super there on that jab, right, you super there, super. Okay, go forward. Oh no, he didn't delay.
Yeah, he didn't delay because he
did jab.
Yeah, he just tried to time it on a meaty.
But does he have enough plus frames to do like a whiff jab there and block a reversal because of the nerf? Or he?
I highly doubt it.
Because like that matters too, you know, after the grab, right? Because like maybe like because before, you remember he just does the flicker there, first flicker. So like it maybe like every time you do a drive rush, like and you go green, you can't stop the wake up reversal too, you know? It could be like one of those knockdowns. But I don't know the recent changes of Ed. But yeah. They still don't take turns there. And this is where it gets crazier. There's still no jump there in these spots. It's so crazy to me. Because all he did was far jump-ins. He should be jumping like the close proximities to make fucking DJ play honest. Because DJ's not crouching up close. He's always walking in and in and out. So you see anti-airs are a little bit nerfed in that sense if you're standing, right? Like because they don't have the flash kicks. But at the far jump-ins, then you could slide. So
correct,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so I think like he gave her a sprinkle of that in, they would have been like created more situations. Oh, that was the classic. The classic. I mean, that's the typical Fuudo.
Oh my goodness.
Typical DJ nonsense right there.
Bruh, that was so gross. How many characters can do some shit like this? You'd have to have a dive kick essentially, right? Not even that, you'd still get hit. Like,
I mean, every character could do this though. You get a backdash and get the whip on it.
I don't know, maybe because it depends. Nah, because I think his sway shifts his hurt box back. I'm pretty sure faster than a back like.
Yes, but he didn't do a meaty fierce here. He landed.
True. Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to punish it though.
You should be able to punish a fierce. It's kind of like, let's say you are, it's kind of like, think about a Gael do a heavy kick and he does a backdash, and let's say Cammy takes turn with the 5 HK. Gael can still punish the Cammy doing a 5 HK, basically, after he backdashed that move. So it's like one thing in the footsies when it comes to the heavies and you backdash something as a take turn, that usually happens. But that one, it just looks more cooler because it's a fucking sway. You know? Yeah.
So what do you think?
But here, momentum shifted already. It's hard to fucking take over in that one. I'm telling you, momentum is on the other side. Despite you playing good, oh, it's so stressful in that point on. See, now he's trying to shifting his game, right? More movement forward. See, he has no jump on the fucking point blank, bro.
No.
That's what's crazy.
So
that's
grounded.
One thing I've noticed. Like, bro, when does he adding a jump? I'm not saying like he needs to be a kangaroo, right? But like adding a jump option would make the DJ crouch more, right, in those spots, and make him more like passive when it comes to the fireball, or
right, like you
thinking
dictate
about more fireball. Yeah, you're dictating the pace, right? See, he shouldn't be able to just do that freely too. Like the DJ has to be able to think about that. But now,
that was so unfortunate.
What a coincidence! So shitty coincidence,
literally.
Right? That's when your momentum is just so annoying. I'm like, brother, really?
Like nothing goes right.
Yeah, like mind you, he did it good too, right? But then the coincidence, the last frame, he just happened to guess right the other guy.
Oh fuck, bro.
Oh yeah, true. Look at the jabs. Damn, hitting the speed bag. Oh,
That's okay. You just take a bunch of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, counter hit right there too.
As long as you don't whiff grabs here, you're okay anyways. So that means like you increase a lot of your jumping and backdashing in the defense and blocks with no teching. Is fucking such a, look at that jump. What's good?
See how far that was for the counter hit? That was insane. It's funny because you were just talking about, I wonder why he's afraid to do that roundhouse. And he's like,
That spin was not so good though.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Oh, nice delay, man.
Perfect parry. That was actually slick from Fuudo. You were talking about the delayed normals against Momochi. He's starting to figure out the timing now. Fuudo doing a good job of cycling through his options right.
Nice.
Finally takes the turn. Expensive though. Oh my god, he's going for it.
He's crazy. I love it. High level.
Look at this shit.
What a jump! What a jump!
Brother, what an insane jump,
It's
bro.
insane because like Momochi hasn't always been taking his turn back, right? So like for him to at this exact moment know that he was not only going to take his turn back, but he's going to do it with something laggy enough to lose. Ugh, that was
no, because that also beats the 2 HK row. 2HK. Yeah, the one that poked when he like slides a little bit forward.
Oh, okay.
Hit confirm.
Right.
So that's what Momochi was doing. So that also beats that as well. And if you neutral jump in the other one with the fucking 5 MK, if ever he does it there, then it's okay. You know?
Beautiful.
So it's like, yeah, so that covers like that situation at least enough times, you know?
Okay. Momochi's starting to do reversal buttons. Maybe there's some sort of shift in his psychology now.
Oh, he's done it already. He's done that many times, right? So he got the jab into the OD, like, you know, OD punches into level 2 a lot.
But he naturally delays though. So like if you see him start resorting to that, then it's more likely like he's shifting away from his preferred style, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but look at this now. The DP, second DP wake up, you know?
There was like 6 counter hits in a span of 5 seconds, I swear to you.
Oh, fuck. That would have been dangerous. Nice. Oh, wow. What a fucking walk up.
That's a committing thing, too, just to go for the mix there.
Damn, that has so much damage. What the fuck?
Just like the hold forward, the way you punish the hold forward is just so awesome. Not so punish crazy. It, but like give them a shitty situation for holding forward to walk in, right? Like that. All the anti shit for that, for the holding forward, it's just like, bro. It's like, you know, they're targeting each other's like preferred style. Like they're targeting each other, you know, like the motherfucker. I know you want to walk in a bit. I'm gonna do drive rushes for you. Yeah.
How poetic is it that it's the like on paper 2 best teams in Street Fighter League are in the grand finals right now? Isn't that sick?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's sick. Yeah.
It's nice and meaty. Now the question is, what's next? Another throw, the technical. Momochi says, unhand me.
Nice. I love that buff, that Ed buff.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, he could have won there.
Hey, he could have killed, right?
Yeah, he for
he
sure.
could have 100% killed.
For sure. But it's okay. That's okay though. See? This is an OD, right? But then maybe he wants to save his meter too.
Yeah, probably.
And he's just okay with that. You see how like Fuudo is still holding forward, try to steal that bitch? You know, just holding forward. Because like when you're burnt out, you have to hold forward anyways. There's no reason of running away and try to build meter or holding back, right? Because you're not building any meter.
True.
So you have to hold forward if you're trying to fucking get your drive gauge back. And he's like, hey, watch this one. I was like, bro, this match is so insane. It's like, because they've been playing against each other throughout Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6 now, you know? So, like, that much data they have from each other's decision making is so insane, right? Like,
Oh my gosh. He might not have a chance, honestly. He might not have a chance to do it.
that is like one of the best reversals to do that just somehow always hits. It's kind of like if you knock down somebody with level 3 and you do it early from that point, it just always hits.
Oh yeah, you've been saying that a lot, and like those momentum change situations, like early on in a.
Yeah, it's like that frequency of that hitting is so high because you're willing to take a reversal there. That's why those mix a situation that you can take a reversal and it's not no bearing, you know, like it doesn't matter. But then a level 3 matters in a sense,
True.
You know. And this is the moment right here. Oh my god, he didn't get the confirm. It's so hard here to get out of this shit. It's so hard, and every time he walks forward, a fucking stupid drive brush is coming. Like that, so he's like, bro, what the fuck? And look at the defense here. The fact that he blocked that was so remarkable. Yep, that's
that
so
was
good.
good. That was good. That was good. That was... This is so interesting, like you were saying though. Like he as soon as he tries to walk up, because he's trying to walk up,
like,
obviously, right?
Yeah. So he drive rush instead. It's hard to check for walking forward. Yes. Yeah, you can only check by waiting or holding back for the most part, but like not walking in unless you're doing a preemptive, right? That's usually what it is. So if you understand that and it's your game, it's like, bro, every time, oh, you motherfucker walking in, huh? Okay, cool. Let me see.
So are you saying that's pertaining to Ed? Because like characters like Jamie, it's easier. Yeah, Jamie's one of the rare characters.
That's in your mental stack. Yes. So but you can check, but that has to be your mental stack. But if that's in your mental stack, that means your whiff punishing is not there.
Man, kind of, because his stand jab target combo is really good at checking, man.
But you gotta think about this. Ed's crouching light kick is 5 frames. So whatever you think about the Jamie part, right? The Jamie, like Ed sort of has something like that, like in a way, because they have the 5 frame part down.
Same as Jamie, his 5 frames too.
Yeah, okay. But then now you're gonna deal with DJ, who's gonna do like random Sobat, random this, like Sway, 5 HK, right? A double fireball. You have to think about all of that situation trying to walk in, right? So you're a bit more cautious to walk in and preemptively block because you might get hit by the Sobat, right? Okay, you know what I mean?
But I think the mental stack for Ed is different because his, like you were saying, you have to be more committal to use his better drive rush checks.
Yes, better buttons. Yes, better. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because Jamie's his is like the range of a medium, so I don't have to deep walk with the light. You know, like usually you have to be kind of close.
Yes, you have a good medium actually.
His shit is literally like a medium, but it's a light. The target combo jab, because he extends all the way out, and it has the speed of a light.
You need. You need to have the good jabs. For instance, like Dawson can check there, but he has to do crouching jab, right? Checks for those drive rushes up close. But like it's hard to do the back medium kick checks in those, especially if you're walking forward as well,
right?
Because you have to go back and press medium kick, right? So like, so that's when it becomes like, where do you put your mental stack to in that moment? You know, because also if you're holding forward, and this dude starts doing some specials that you might have to parry or not parry. Also, if you're parrying some of his specials or you're blocking them, I know that that's in your mental stack. So that means my driver's jab will work more.
True.
Yeah, in a sense. Obviously, it can easily be baited, right? Of course, right? You know, I could trick you and be like, do a couple things and then actually be ready for the driver's check too as well. But the other person would feel that, you know, the moment he gets tricked.
Oh wow, he's willing to gamble it. Yeah, he could take. He doesn't want to use a super there because it would literally be just like insignificant, even if it hits. And then on top of that, Ed's super being 13 frames is not gonna help either, right? Because you can jab and just block.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Because after that one, he also doesn't get Oki too, so you just do quick rise. And walk in. What are you gonna do? Then now you're dead. Yeah.
Right. True. Very true.
Look at DJ that did not check the drive rush. Yeah, how about that? How you didn't check that too? Like, come on.
Bruh. Oh my god, their fucking broadcast is going crazy.
It's flickering, right?
Yeah, legit.
It's not us, right? It's
no, it's them. It was them. Because you could see it on when I was watching it, you could see it on the screen, the big screen.
That was ridiculous, Momochi. Goes to the burnout fierce city. No, confirms with the parry. The challenge on the side of Fuudo.
Oh, what a walk back.
Momochi match there after he should get perfect parry. Look at this. Look at this. He's -2 here. Okay, but look at the recognition. Okay, -2 here, right? He matched that because he knows that in order for Fuudo to hit him there, he needs to do a walk-up back grab. That's a walk-up back grab moment. That's why he did that.
I see what you're saying. Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's a walk-up back grab moment.
Right.
That's why he matched there because he's not in grab range. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's the most rewarding thing you would probably want is some sort of back grab.
That's the only thing he's gonna do. Yeah. That's the only thing he's gonna do there.
Because DJ's lights aren't gonna do anything here, and he's so low on drive. Like that situation afterwards would not be good for him.
Yeah, and he's not gonna just do immediate perfect frame jab there as well. Yeah. Because it wouldn't do anything, you know, in that sense. So he has to do a back grab there, walk up back grab, and that's why the jab makes sense. But it's crazy here is that other people look at that. Oh yeah, it's good to be mashing there, but without knowing the full context of why that choice was smart versus to why the other choice is stupid, right? You know?
Right.
Yeah. This is so fucking clutch here. It's hard to win this too. Oh my god. He can't really commit there to a cancels too because this dude might fucking DI. Look at the jumps. Look at the jumps. Look at the jumps of DJ. Go back. Look, do you see why Momochi cannot anti-air here? Look at this. Back to back because he's hyper focusing on 2 drive rushes.
Yeah.
The driver's fake, the driver's the other one, the slow bot. That's why you can't anti-air there. That's what I'm telling you. Like it's like, bro, what are you gonna do? So you gotta just pick one which you give up. But he gave up AA there. And Fuudo got hella information in that situation. You see, even that's a preemptive check after the perfect parry OS, you know? Like, you just press medium kick after the parry. That's in case he drive rushes. He contested. He's on level 3 here, even though it's low gauge.
That's the first time he did it all set.
Yes.
I like that. Just waiting this time around. You seen him keep the pressure up in the corner after that knockdown.
So greedy.
That was mad greedy. They both delayed there.
Yeah. This is so hard now. It's so hard to just walk in here as Momo because this dude's gonna drive rush again.
Right.
Look at the jump. Look at the jump. It's so free right now.
Damn. This is really strong, man. Especially because Ed just he has to move forward for to be in the range where he's effective. But then if he's moving forward, he's not going to be able to drive rush check, right? And it's like this is brutal.
He's just missing the jumps though. That's nice parry. Fucking tech there too. It's like scumbag.
Trying to make sure he closes out this round of trade.
Level 3 here.
Definitely.
I did not like the choice here after. I swear. it was the most obvious fucking drive impact I've ever seen. It's crazy how I remember all of this shit. Look at this, the most obvious. Look, after this, he just DI. Brother, come on. A fucking 2-year-old can fucking DI. Come on. Come on.
Damn.
You don't do that during a block stun. Because they could just buffer every block stun, right? You know, hard circle times 2, right? Every single time you're block stun. And then react with a button every time the DI actually happens. So I didn't expect that. Because that looks so easy to react to, you know? Right? Seriously.
Yeah, because there's nothing else to look for. You can't do anything. Right, you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's it, right? So you just buffer there. So if he would have done like OD Fireball, and then out of the block, after the block stun, he just walked back, and then he DI'd after walking back, that works. Because the buffer window, because he just buffered there, and then now he's done buffering.
Yeah, he's like, right? Oh, okay, here's my chance, and then he walks into
it. And then the fucking DI's already, and that was connected. But then you lose the jump. So like, if you jump, you're dead, right? So
you know what Zen,
like,
you know what Zen does in that situation that's really interesting is like he'll buffer and then he does delay up forward.
Yeah, that's always the case. You can do card circle 4 times 2 up back.
Yeah, that's not good.
Times 2 up forward. You know, so you kind of like buffer, or jump, buffer, jump.
Right.
Yeah, but like in that situation, it's like, bro, how did that even work? You know.
What a fucking sway. What the hell?
With delay because Fuudo might do the fucking scumbag ODDP after blocking the straight kick. So they have to do a bunch of delays.
Oh, what a
like,
fucking...
bro.
Confirm, bro.
And this is so hard to deal with this shit in the tournament. And you know he's gonna be courageous to be grabbing here too. Like, oh my god, the reversal of that. Look at this shit, just peppering him. No confirm there was so insane because that's so easy confirm the 2HK into fucking the OD massage.
OD massage.
You're like, it's done already, you know? That's what they do. That's why they throw that out. Like that.
Oh my goodness.
And you can't tell me like Momochi did not play good here too, you know? He played so amazing. It's just like Fuudo's momentum and then styles change is just so insane this day.
It's sick because like throughout this set, Fuudo looked like 3 different players.
Yes, yeah. I wouldn't say 2.
Say 2?
It's just like he just has many layers in general, right? Because it's super optimized already. But he has 2 styles here. It's just that Momochi really can't get his footing, like in the second set. Though in the first set he had it, you know. But Fuudo just made a clutch choice. It's so hard to chase, right? See? Chase. And just you wanna walk in?
I didn't even know you could do that. What the fuck?
What do you mean? Drive a short? That's plus
into
7,
crouch
right?
strong? Damn.
Yeah. That was really well played. Very well played.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Like because like you know like when Momochi walks in, he walks in all the way, right? So he targeted that shit. Walking in, like he knows that when he's walking in, he's walking in deeply. So he got punished hard. Something like that. So it's pretty nice to see. Okay, let's move on.
I love this part. This is my favorite part when he had the glasses. That was so sick. All right. Now, let's do this quick book of the week, Q&As, and then we can conclude. So, my book of the week is an old book of mine. I got this book in like middle school. It is for my science lovers, The Elegant Universe. All right, by the homie Brian Greene. So basically, he breaks down the 2 biggest theories that are typically discussed in physics pertaining to Einstein's general relativity and quantum mechanics. All right, and then he introduces this idea that those 2 don't necessarily cooperate, and through that, he talks about the string theory. So this is a really dope book that goes into the absolute like microscopic aspects of how the universe works with string theory, all the way up to just generalized theories of the cosmos. Pretty dope book. If anybody that's super into like modern physics and things like that, I think you would enjoy this. This is a pretty dope book. It has a lot of interesting illustrations and theories and stuff like that that help convey ideas. Because you know, obviously, physics at this level can get super intricate and complicated. But I think it's a super dope book. Check it out, Elegant Universe. Brian Greene. Have fun. Let me know what you guys think. Q&A time. Oh, okay. We got a lot of questions today. Let's see.
We did?
Oh, I love this. This is a great question from Monkio. Movement is emphasized at pro play, but my opponents aren't playing like top players. How do I improve my movement against my fellow average players? Go ahead, champ. What you think about that?
Wait, you don't want to be first? Okay.
Oh, I mean, I just picked the question, but
okay. So when it comes to movement, so that translates into a bunch of things because so it's like this. Oh my god, I see top players play a certain way, but I'm not playing against players that plays that way, but they do a bunch of different actions, right? So watching a pro player play another pro player doesn't really help me. That is true in a sense, right? But then when you say movement basically in fighting games is like the ability and awareness in general that you need to be in the right place at the right time, right? So basically that you're in the perfect spacing for the most part for, to check some danger. You're also in the perfect spacing for the most part to kill your opponent in a sense, you're within reach most of the time. So that translates really well to any skill level, right? So your movement, right? Your movement is contingent to how your opponent is playing against you. It's not about like your skill level of general, the player versus player like that, So it's about how you respond to your opponent's movement, right?
Yep.
That's how movement is, right? It's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, well, my fireball, you see the fireball game of this character, like in the high level, damn, he gets to throw 50 million fireballs, but how come, like in my skill level, if I throw one fireball, the other guy just jumps again already, right? So I can't do that. Well, that means you gotta just add more weight, quote unquote weight in that option, right? Or you gotta have a better fireball trap, so even if they jump there, you can still AA. You know what I mean? Like those situations. So like in fighting games, it's like that, So you gotta have something that is like that you could translate depending on the skill level that you're fighting, right? So yeah, you improve your movement by improving your overall awareness of the game, of your character. How proficient you are with your character, Yeah, that's my answer. It's always contingent to what your opponent is doing. Yeah.
So I will piggyback. So movement, you said it perfectly. It's a dance between two people. It's not something that only you do, because guess what? If you just move on the stage by yourself, what are you comparing your spacing to? Right? You're always comparing it to somebody that's across from you. So that means you have to be aware of where it is and what it is that your opponent is doing to kind of influence that. So when you want to practice your movement, you are practicing it as long as you're aware of how your opponent is behaving, and then have self-awareness of how you're going to adjust and respond to that accordingly. If you are reacting and only doing things that you would do like blindly and not really paying attention, then you're not practicing movement, because you're just kind of doing things on a whim and at your own volition.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. We call that flowchart movement. You just want to be doing things anyways.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what the opponent is doing. So you're blindly going to fucking places.
Right.
But you shouldn't even be doing that, So
agreed.
Sometimes you get the ability to just know, like to do less instead of doing too much, like that matters, So
right.
yeah.
So like what I'll tell people is like, movement is easy when you're comfortable, but it's very difficult if you're uncomfortable, if you're not aware of how you move when you're not comfortable. So anytime you watch yourself play, watch how you move when you're like comfortable, right? And things are going according to plan. But notice how you might deviate if you're not a disciplined player. Your movement starts to contradict what you're trying to accomplish. So some people, they start to walk back because they don't want to be near the threat. Other people, maybe they mindlessly walk forward and they walk into things, and they walk too deep, and they're not really paying attention to the stuff that's happening on the other end of the screen. They're just kind of like doing things off of feelings. So you gotta be really careful with that. So if you watch your replays, you can pinpoint where it is that you are practicing this thing mindfully, like Champ was saying, or when you start to like go into this fight or flight or freeze mode where you start to move in a way because you're afraid of a threat, or you're trying to force things and you end up breaking your teeth. That's how I would practice it. Okay? All right.
Good.
Go ahead. Next question.
You guys often mention that attitude is everything and trying to get good. That is so true.
Yep.
In your coaching experience, have you seen people learn, develop? Yeah, of course. Have you learned, develop better attitude over time? Any big indication of it happening? Yeah, for sure. Because you just can't tell people like stop jumping, for instance, right? If you tell that, but what do you do aside from just jumping instead, right? Okay, so we work that in. But in the same time, when it comes to attitude, you can tell them, okay, let's start to work on, like not getting too mad at this situation. Instead, we can actually look at like this situation as a positive by doing this, because now we know exactly your problem, So like discussing like solutions from that problem is that will definitely help anybody that has like problems for a specific area, you know. But yeah, attitude is everything for sure. You know, how often you wanted to like fight through it, you know, all that, you know, how positive you are after a loss, you know, and look at the net positives that came out of it, you know, like working on all the skill sets that you have as well, because there's many different, like in fighting games, if you're putting a bunch of skill points to all your attributes, right? Like let's say I talked about this numerous times before, but like let's say we have like 8 attributes: your ground game, your fireball game, your footsies, your natural specifics, your space recognition, your risk management, you know, your overall game awareness. Let's say we added a bunch of fucking skill points to that one, right? Let's say this person is like a 1500 player, right? And we a bunch of 15% across the board. What MR should this player be already? If you think about it, my take, I think that person is gonna be about 1550, 1520 on average. And then thinking, damn, only like that? That would be yes, because unless the person now starts having a bunch of 30% or more, the threshold of it, that's the time that for them to improve is going to be so much more significant jump. So let's say all of that skill points becomes like 25% or so, or 30. Then the skill jump of that will be like 1650 immediately. It would be like that. But you need to kind of cross the threshold for that. But let's say you have a bunch of 30% of those, but then you have a couple attributes that are like 1 or 2. You're still 1500. It doesn't matter because in fighting games, it's like that. Because you think about, you're going to make mistakes in those attributes that you don't have that much skill. That one mistake or one area that you lack of will just compound, and you're just going to die from that because of that, you know? Like, you're saying you have a shitty anti-air, for instance, right? You can't anti-air. Doesn't matter if your ground game is good, your fireball game is good, and all the other areas is good. If you have no anti-air, then you're going to lose to something that's super easy to do by opponent, right? And then now you're going to hyper focus on something. Now you lose all the other attributes that you're supposed to be pretty good at as well. So it's like that, you know, so it compounds constantly. So like being versatile and having all skill points with all your, so you continue to be consistent and good and constantly improving in fighting games. Yeah.
Word. A big indicator for me is if well, before you try to change, you have to first believe you can change, right? If you don't believe you can change, you're never going to change. It's just impossible. You have to believe that you can change. The only time you'll ever really change is life forces you to change, right? But I'm talking about like change within your control. You have to first believe in the possibility that you can change. So there's one of two ways. It's like you can do it scientifically. You look at the facts, neuroplasticity, how your brain can physically change, right? And you can release or, you know, change the structure of your dendrites in your brain, and so that you can strengthen different aspects of certain things in your life, certain skill sets, drop habits, replace habits, remove habits. You can look towards that if you know that motivates you, is the facts of life. Or if you're more like me, I'm more of like an experience driven person. So I like to look into my past and see evidence based off of what I've done and look at how I've changed and the ways I've improved. And then that reminds me that I can change, and I'll still be able to change as long as I try to change, right? As long as I maintain the attitude that I can change. So that's the first thing. As far as like indications of it, if you ever find yourself in a situation that you typically react and now you're responding, that's when you know you're changing. That's how you know you're improving. And reaction meaning like you go off of emotion or impulse, and you know it's not deliberate, it's not trained, it's not a trained instinct, it's something that you're doing off of this lack of discipline and lack of resolve. If you start to notice that you are deliberately choosing an alternative that is not the one that you feel impulsively, it's not the fear, or whatever it is that's triggering that, that's how you'll know that you're changing for the better. Very simple. Okay, last question. Good. What's a character in Street Fighter, any version, that you enjoy watching but hate playing against? The type to make you go, welp, glad that ain't me, when they create highlight reels in tournament, but is a personal demon when you see the versus screen. If no character is like this for you in the Street Fighter series, is there any fighting game character to make you feel like this? Is there a character that I enjoy watching but hate playing against?
No, I don't have that. Every matchup is a problem that you want to solve. So, like, it's okay that you don't like them, but not like hate to fight against, you know, in a sense. Or like to me, it's like No, it's like because that means like you're running away from the challenge. Like I hate this shit. Fuck that. No, I don't care. There's bad matchups. They're bad matchups. They're just bad matchups. You know, just part of the problem. You know, that's all it is. But I don't have a specific character that I would be like. There's like characters like it's super boring, right? Like to watch. Yeah, I don't hate fighting against them. Also, it's just boring to watch as a viewer. That I would have a few of them boring to watch. But to fight against, there's just another problem that you have to solve. You know, to me, at least. Like in any fighting gameplay, like I hate this because it's like bad matchup, right? But then you're not really running away from it because you still need to solve it, right? So I don't. So you in order for me to not like run away from that, you kind of need to like super obsessed with it, but like really like study it. So it wouldn't be hate when it comes to that, right? Because you probably hate. I just probably hate losing, so I'm gonna solve that, right? But I don't really hate a particular character, so I don't have that. As a viewer, for sure, there's a few characters that's boring. Yeah, like Lily, boring. And I don't hate fighting against Lily. It's just I feel like it's such a boring character.
Okay, so I'm going to take your mindset from this point forward. Okay, as of 11:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to start saying and believing that there's no character that I hate. Yeah. Right?
Why do you hate them?
Wait.
Do you hate which part? No, ask me first.
Let me finish, motherfucker.
I'm asking.
As of 11:41 p.m. though, my answer is poison. Fuck that bitch. All right, everybody. You guys have a great night. I'm out. Thank you for joining Fighter Academy Podcast, episode 13.
You're cutting out. I can't hear you, Zaf. You're cutting out.
I'm coming out?
Is that our mic? What's happening?
I don't know. Is that you?
No. Yeah, you're cutting out. No, but seriously. No, seriously. Let's finish that first. Okay. Why do you... What's the problem there? You feel
like
so when you feel like you hate the character.
Oh, bro, I hate that bitch.
Which part of that like? No, you hate like. Do you hate the part because of you losing to it?
Yeah, I hated the part of just how she fought and my style. I have to play.
Okay, so you want to believe that your style you can only play one way, and that should be okay across every matchup? Don't you feel like
of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
Lazy. That's lazy.
That is lazy. I agree.
Because every character has a different matchup. So that's the only reason why somebody will feel that way. It's because they're lazy to relearn a new style to beat a matchup. That's it. You have to have accountability for things. The reason why, if you beat the fuck out of that character consistently, you don't hate it because you're getting the dubs, right?
That's fair. That's true.
But if you're losing to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I ever say I hate something, it's obviously it's an unconscious reaction. It's not a disciplined response. It's just me projecting my frustration onto the character. I have this self-awareness. I already know this. I know these things. I don't bullshit this. Like if I ever say it, I know if I walk away, I come back 10 minutes later, I'll be like, yeah, I was just saying that because I was, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, my fiery ass fucking personality, if I don't take like 2 seconds to just breathe, I will say the first thing that fucking comes off my head. Like it just
That's like okay. That's okay. That's being human. That's fine. That's why you have that, because you love the fighting game aspect. You love getting better. That's why. That's good to have what you have. Good. You're supposed to get pissed off, you know? But after you get pissed off, what do we do to fix that?
I 100% go to the lab. I do. I do 100%.
Yeah. So if you're going to keep going on Twitter instead, you fix the problem. The next time that happens to you again, you're going to play the same way and expecting a different result. I think that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, true.
Every time I see somebody complaining, oh my God, well, you're going to have the solution to your problem already. Like, but then instead of training, motherfuckers tweeting. Think about that. Motherfuckers busy tweeting instead of training or studying. Stupid. And then some complaints. Like, oh God, you think about that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play the same way because I keep losing to this fucking character. I'm going to play the same exact way and I might expect a different result.
Or ask for nurse.
and then tweet. Like, it's stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, that's like, why, bro, that's why when Sagat comes out, I'm not looking at Twitter. I'm not even joking, bro. Don't even bother, like, you guys can send me stuff, but don't bother talking to me through Twitter because I'm literally going to avoid Twitter because everybody's going to just knee-jerk react and say the character's broken or he's bad or whatever. I'm just going to ignore people.
I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I'm just going to go play and solve problems and just cook as usual.
Word. Word. All right, let's go, champ.
All right, it was Gucci. It was fun. Bye, guys. I love you guys. Episode 13 is on the wrap.
Yes, sir.
We have episode 14, right?
Yes,
right.
and that's
Later,
before
y'all.
Evo. All right.
Love.
Peace, guys. Peace.
Bye bye.